Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Everything is all right. Everything is all right. It's okay. Because you've chosen to come back to yourself. Something about a return to the self, to your true self. Choosing you. Choosing to be you. Choosing to be true to you. I'm hearing you had a lot of other options on the table. It's like something's being straightened out automatically as a result of you making the choice to stand by yourself, to be you, to be true to you. It's something about your ancestors are saying that's all we wanted was for you to choose yourself. And because you did that, and because you continue to do that, because that's a continual, 144 on the timer, that's a continual process of choosing yourself, other things are aligning automatically. It's something you don't have to worry about. It's going to be all right. It's gonna be all right, okay? What's that at the bottom? Fulfillment of wishes. Ashe. Yeah, there's something that is going your way because you chose the right way. Aww, I love that for you. Okay. Oh wait, we got material and spiritual prosperity right beside the fulfillment of wishes. It's like you planted trees and they're growing. They're not baby trees anymore. They're steady, sturdy, and firm. They're firmly planted, firmly grounded. Also, there's a spring of water that just continues. It's like a continual flow. Oh, now see, this came through in the last reading. It was a waterfall. And it's like something about your water energy where it's a continual source, a continual flow of energy. Like you'll never run out of patience, of nurturing energy because you nurture yourself. So you'll always have the energy that you need to nurture your creative endeavors, to create whatever you want to create, to nurture whatever you want to nurture. You see this water? One is a waterfall and one is like a spring. Okay. Something about hot springs could be relevant. Hot springs. I don't know if this here in this picture is natural, but there's something about natural springs. Okay. Healing waters. Also healing hands. You have healing energy that flows through your hands. Nose itching. Okay. Base chakra. Root chakra. You're grounded. You're firm. It's something about being firmly planted. You planted the right seeds at the right time in the right soil. And so what you planted has grown. You have a firm foundation and your achievements are prospering. Something about your home and family is successful. plans for your home and family is successful. Also, there's a rainbow here, so this is a time after, it could have been grief, it could have been suffering, it could have been a sacrifice that was made, but now there's a rainbow regarding home, family, and finances. Excuse me. And your achievements are prospering beautifully. This was a time after financial and material challenges or changes. I saw challenges, but then I read it was like, oh, changes. So there's something that, and you know what? There's like an emphasis here on what looks like a wedding ring, but it does look like this is her right hand, but it's the ring finger, and it's standing out to me. So there could have been a time of instability that you went through, where there were challenges regarding your material wealth, regarding your stability, regarding your sense of security, with this coming out right over the root chakra. Please tell us more about this it's really Five of Pentacles, Spirit. So yeah, sacrifice. There's something that you gave up or you went through regarding your stability and security. And look, both of these cards have rainbows. This is your time of restoration. Also, something has ended. There's a challenge that has ended because this is after the storm. There's something that you went through regarding conflict, and at one time you may have thought that you were defeated, but that was temporary. That's significant because that was at the bottom of the deck. After all of this abundance is coming through and positive change, it's like Divine says, don't get it twisted. You have earned the abundance that you're coming into. You've manifested it. It's a result of your choices. Yeah, you're firmly planted, and there's something about the relationship at this time between your throat chakra and your root chakra, where you are stable and secure so you can say what you need to say. And you don't have to doubt yourself. You speak with confidence now. This is a gift that you've earned. Because at one time you were told to shh. Don't talk like that. Don't say that. Keep quiet about that. Or if you weren't told to hush, to be quiet, maybe you just knew that that was the expectation. For some of you, you were explicitly told to not use your power of expression. Some of you, it's like, you know, when people say, I just knew better than to do that. Oh no. Okay. Where there would have been some sort of consequence or punishment for speaking your mind. You're in a new era now. I love that. Okay, this is authority. This is Emperor energy. You are so stable within yourself. This is stability that doesn't come from your bank account. It doesn't come from your financial wealth. Your financial wealth, your prosperity is a result of the stability within yourself. Because it starts within you. And then other things around you are more stable and secure because of your stability within yourself. This is a frequency of self-assurance. And this has come after an ending, a time of death where something ended. Something's been transformed, but you allowed it to transform. You didn't fight it. Maybe at one time you did, but then you were like, and that's when you chose yourself. When you allowed the situation to be transformed and you went with the process of change. You let something go. And when you let this thing go, this relationship or this past way, this pattern or this situation, when you let it go, you let the light in. And what you were doing is you were allowing success into your life because you chose to accept something as it was meant to be, not as the way that you had expected it to be. You allowed divine to do its thing. Okay? And that's when you truly stepped into your authority. This represents a huge triumph. 1111 on the timer. And it's a triumph over mental conflict. Because there were so many options on the table, I'm hearing. Like whatever choice you made, which you chose yourself, but that will look different for, you know, based on your specific situation. But whatever choice you made and whatever it was that you accepted, there were so many other options. And these were options that other people definitely wanted you to take. They were trying to convince you to take these options instead of choosing yourself. And I'm seeing somebody trying to attach strings to your limbs where they would have you like a puppet on a string and they wanted you doing their thing, not your thing, but you chose to do your thing. And this results in positive movement forward, which leads to a material harvest. There's so much abundance here. But the positive movement forward is a result of a very deep inner choice that you made. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. It's resulted in positive change around you as well. There's something that you withdrew from because it was a source of heartache and loss. You chose to go within, and somebody wanted you trapped in fear. But you always knew that there was hope. You chose the way of the star, which is hope and healing. And this has led to justice, balance, and temperance. I love these cards together because it's so much balance. Also fairness. Yeah. Speaking of positive movement forward, yeah, you are seeing very good things when you look out on the horizon. Okay, I'm getting this as a very clear message. There is a Queen of Swords that wants you trapped in fear. Because when I saw that trapped in fear, I was getting the vibe of someone else wanting that for you. You've chosen temperance, by the way, because we're in minute 14. So no matter what this Queen of Swords wants, that's a no. Okay? Because you are making your own choices. But, ooh, I like this. So this Queen of Swords wants you trapped and feeling like something that is truly possible is not possible. But you're like, no thanks. I'm good. I don't want your illusions. If this is a connection that this Queen of Swords wants, you're refusing it. It could be something that they're offering, like because this is a Ace of Pentacles here with the Seven of Swords behind it and the Eight of Pentacles. So there could be something regarding wealth that this Queen of Swords is trying to act like they can offer you. Some sort of opportunity for growth, but it's actually based in lies and deceit. Yeah, it's something that they want you to be dedicated to, but it would bring the Nine of Swords energy of worry and anxiety. Oh, so whatever it is that this Queen of Swords wants to present to you and put on the table, like they want to mask it as some sort of opportunity, but really it's linked to a bunch of fear and anxiety. And okay, in the last reading there was something about them coming to you with a gift, and I see that this person may have tried this in the past, but if this is linked to that past reading for you, it may or may not be, depending on your situation. But I am seeing somebody trying to come to you offering something, and what it looks like here, because the Ace of Pentacles can be a gift, but I'm seeing it more here as like an opportunity. But it's something that's already programmed to entrap you. But see, you're actually very free, and you're showing up as an Earth Angel with the Patience card, the Temperance card, also the Star. Like, you don't need whatever it is this person is trying to offer you. They need you. You don't need them. But they want to act like you need them. They want to act like there's some sort of opportunity that they could offer you. It could have something to do with either the past or a child. With the Six of Cups there, they want to lead you to believe that this opportunity would produce more stability for you. But you are, see, that's the Spirit, I love you. You came through with all of the cards that show that you're already in the energy that they're saying they can help you with. Like, you don't need whatever it is that they're trying to say that you... Yeah, it was this one. Fulfillment of... Look. Fulfillment of wishes and material... What is that? Material and spiritual prosperity. I mean, what more could you ask for? You're good in the material. You're good in the spiritual. And you got your wishes fulfilled. You had two cards that came through for the root chakra. Okay? And you know what? Yeah, because you had like firm foundation and all of that. You know what this is though? Because I swear when this card came through, like there's something that you went through in the past that presented a challenge regarding stability, but this person that's coming to you, they're going through it right now. Because financial and material changes came through, but also Five of Scarabs is here with the illusion card of Seven of Cups. So they are going through it. This person has nothing to offer you. They are really going through it. And so they want to come to you like, oh, you need me, you need this. But really, all it is, like whatever it is that they're saying they're going to offer you, it's not even about that. They have attached it to energy. And they want you to accept it, whether it's an idea or a thing or something in your routine. Okay, because with the Six of Cups, it could be something with children. It could be something like, oh, let's carpool. Okay, but whatever it is, it's like they've already attached it to the energy of like toxic cords. So I want to see here what the real is with this. Like, what is their true intention energetically with this Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles and Six of Cups that they're trying to bring to the Divine Collective? What is this? What's the intention behind this, Spirit? binding energy rituals, okay? Listen, they just want to bind your energy to theirs. That's all they want. They want to restrict and confine your energy. And the only reason why a person would ever want to do that to another person is because they feel restricted and confined. So they want to get one up. They want to leverage that energy. What else do they want to do with this quote unquote opportunity? This so-called opportunity, this fake opportunity. Unseen forces, subtle energetic force. Okay, so that's the thing. They're coming in with very subtle energy. They wouldn't come in like, look, I need help. They're not going to do that. They're going to come in batting their eyelashes, seeming like they're in control, and you need me. You need this. You do. And I just want to help you. I just want to be there for you. This is going to be great. You know, it's like they really are trying to come in with very convincing energy, but I'm picking up on that, beautiful being. You already know this energy, and they're not a good liar. Not when it comes to you. Dark divination ritual. So this person is doing divination to try to formulate a plan in order to successfully pull this off. They're not just coming to you and saying, hey, would you like this or whatever, very naturally, organically. This is all being planned out. And whatever it is that they're suggesting that you do, they're already imbuing it with very controlling energy. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Okay, they said no. But, you know, they're trying to bind. So I want to know why. Like, why are they trying to bind? I see that this being is in, they're experiencing some difficult challenges. I just saw the card Money Manager, so they're ultimately they want control over your finances. What is this person? Why does this person want to bind the Divine Collective's energy to theirs? The artist, they see your artistry. So you have very abundant creative energy. They want to tap into that, but that's from a very energetic standpoint. Like, they might act like they want to support you and your art, but ultimately they just want access to your artistic energy. Yeah, reconsider a decision. So they might try to get you to change your mind on something that you've already chosen to do. But also, Divine is saying, like, as far as if you were to think about moving forward with this person, that's something that you would definitely want to reconsider and not do it. But I really get the energy that, like, this person, okay, oh wow, there's something creatively that you do and they want to switch it up. So that they can siphon that power from you, so they can have more control or control it all. This person feels unfulfilled, but they want you to feel unfulfilled in your creative endeavors. There's something better than whatever it is that this person is trying to offer. This person needs to grow up because they are having financial challenges, but they don't want to step up and do what they need to do. They want to depend on you. And, like, what? Voice in reverse. This person wants to quiet your voice. So it came through that you have strengthened the power of your willingness to speak and to speak in your way. Your throat chakra is very strong, but they want to turn that upside down. What I'm seeing is very hideous, like them doing something surgically to try to quiet you. But this person is just extremely, like, they have very evil intentions. You're on your way to being, like, you're leveling up. But this person wants to ride with you on your way up. They know that you are a boss. They know that you have the power to level up in whatever it is that you do. And they want to level up with you because they know that they are not doing that for themselves. Anything else here, Spirit? Yeah, this person is very unstable. They feel like they're on a roller coaster. There's something here about this person feeling lost and they want to hand up. They need to connect with the earth. They need to get in touch with, like, all of the things that came through for you, your root chakra, your choosing yourself. That's what this person needs to do, because Mother Earth is there. They have resources that they can connect with. They have energies that they can connect with, but they're not doing it. So they just want a hand from you. They want help from you because they feel completely unstable. Divine, what else needs to be known about this situation here? Stress. This person is completely stressed out and they are a source of stress. They're getting like the scales are being balanced. Justice is being served. They're getting karma. They're experiencing it. They're in the thick of it, I'm hearing. And so they want relief. Because what's truly causing them stress right now is realizing what they have done to themselves. What has this person done to the Divine Collective? Yeah, they tried to confine you. They tried to imprison you. They tried to limit you. And so now they feel limited. And they want to come to you as if you are the remedy. Yeah, Divine says stop. This was on the fence though, so there could be something very tempting about this. I feel like it's the energetic work that they have put into this. This person, I see why they're broke. I see why they're experiencing challenges, because they put all of their energy and time into the wrong thing. They don't invest in themselves. They always feel like they need another person to help them come up, to help them level up. They never do it for themselves. And see, that's why Divine brought through at the beginning of this reading that you are being rewarded. Everything is going to be all right because you've chosen yourself and you continue to choose yourself. This being, they never choose themselves. But it's like there's a disconnect. They don't get it. Yeah, they're stuck in the past. There may have been a time where this person was riding high. It was smooth sailing. But you know what? It was smooth sailing because they were siphoning your energy. It was smooth sailing. It felt like smooth sailing for them because at the time they at least were under the impression that they had you confined. This person at one time had access to your energy. And so that is why they are so addicted to the idea of having you be their come up, of having you be their ticket to a better situation. Because when they were succeeding before, 2929 on the timer, and see, that's 1111. Justice is here. And justice, ooh, look. So whatever it is that they remember from the past, Divine Justice is like, nope. You gonna stop. Look at that. Justice is like, I don't think so. However it was in the past, where they're sitting here looking at those memories walking down memory lane, wasting their time. Justice is like, you better stop. Divine is like, you are not getting a free ride off of the Divine Collective anymore. That taste of energy that you got was to let you know that you need to tap in to your own source, your own flow of source energy, to get divine healing, to get divine abundance. But they're trying to tune into your energy. Yeah, live and learn. That's where this person needs to be right now, is like, oh, you live and learn. I guess now I need to just learn how to make my own way. Wow. Wow. That is something else, beautiful being. Yeah, this person is easily bothered. They're very agitated. So that's one reason why, if they haven't come to you yet, that's why, because they know that they have to act to try to convince you. And so they know that they're really afraid of you figuring them out. And as much as they want your help, it bothers them to feel like they need you. And so really where the opportunity for healing for this person is to understand that if they feel bothered, they need to create their own success. That's how they can choose themselves. Anything else, Spirit, from here? Yeah, this is an imposter. Okay. This is a person who's very afraid of coming to you because they overshare. They know that they talk too much. So they're afraid of slipping up. They're hoping that you'll wear your heart on your sleeve and that you'll show your cards and that you'll be very vulnerable with them. But Spirit is not recommending that, because as I said that, I saw 32 on the timer, and that's 5 and 5. That would create change for you where there needs to just be stability. And that's the bottom line, is that you're good. Like, I keep hearing, they need you, you don't need them. But see, that was a part of the plan. Your ancestors allowed this person to play long enough so that it would benefit you. Whatever it is that you went through, you're able to benefit from that now. Because of a lesson, because of experience, because of karmic debt that has been paid, but it's been cleared. Now, this person is just in total regret that they can't go back to the way that things were. But it's not time for them to go back to the way things were. It's time for them to step up and learn and do better. They're hoping that you'll be in this doormat energy, but that's an absolute no. Absolutely not. Divine, what does this beautiful being need to know for where they are and where they're going? What is important for them to know at this time? Yes. Ooh. Okay. Solitude has been coming through like crazy. So, first of all, keep your focus. I don't care what this person says. I don't care what they try to project. It's an illusion. You don't need whatever it is that this person is offering. You just don't need it. And also, you know, even though Divine is saying that in your creative flow, focus and solitude is very important for you right now, that's also what this person needs. It's funny because the very thing that you have chosen to do and that you are actually doing, this person needs to do. That's why you don't need to feel any sort of heaviness or guilt just because this person is coming or trying to come back to you. We don't claim that they're going to. Okay? They can stay where they are. But if they were to make their way to you, you can say no. You can not open the door. You can, whatever it is that your discernment and your divine connection leads you to do as far as handling this situation. And you can do that with confidence, having a firm foundation, because divine says that everything that you're doing is what this person needs to do. So it's not like you're having higher standards for this person than you have for yourself. You're doing the work. That's why you have the right to protect your energy, because you are doing exactly what spirit is guiding you to do. And that's precisely what this person needs to do. But they are too lazy and too stuck in their way of being broken to make a positive change. And that's on them. That is their choice that they are making to remain stuck, to stay in that old toxic pattern of trying to do spells and divination to figure their way out of a hard spot. They need to just accept themselves, give themselves grace, and do what they need to do for themselves. Stop looking for a way out and a hand up from somebody else. Because if they were coming to you and like, I don't care what this person's done, right? I'm sure they have done the most. I'm sure they have done the most evil, wicked things. But even still, if they had done all that and at least had the strength in this moment to come with their true face, their true self, and just be honest with you and say, I'm broke. I need help. I've been so envious of you and focused on you, but at this point in time, I really need like some actual help. I'm not saying that that means that you would need to help them, not at all. You would still, I would hope that you would not open the door or not hear them out. But at least there's a slight bit of integrity in that. This person is pulling cards, paying for spell work, going to the grocery store, buying all the ingredients to whip up a spell on their own, doing kitchen magic. I mean, they are doing the most ridiculous stuff so that they can try to fool you. And it's like the very least they could do is at least be honest about being broke and unhappy and envious. Anyway, the fact that they're not there in that place of honesty is just confirmation that you doing you is exactly where you're supposed to be at this point in time. That doesn't mean that if you have other relationships in your life, you're supposed to, you know, step away. This solitude card is referring to this person. There's no place for them in your world. That's just the fact. Yeah, you'll have wisdom about this little, I couldn't even say, I was like, opportunity. Because whatever they're saying is an opportunity for you is not. But you'll have wisdom regarding whatever it is that they are presenting as an opportunity. You are a deep diver and you see the truth. So you will see through any illusions with that moon there. Look, I love how it's opportunity, but it's a moon. And you know, moon is hidden energy and it can be illusions. Also, it can be anxiety. So everything about this opportunity is like so stinky. It's so stinky. It's so rotten. It's not an opportunity. But you have the wisdom to discern that. Yeah, you know what's what. All right. Okay, they said pull from here and then we'll close. Thank you, Spirit. I saw beauty. You're on such a beautiful path. Yeah, this person is just wishing to get into your energy. Wow. But everything they're doing is being exposed. This is card 19. So there's something that's going to be revealed to you as far as like the lengths that they're going to try to get into your energy, and the amount of focus that they're investing in you is going to be clear to you. And it'll just confirm for you that you're on your right path by avoiding this person. Yeah. You're winning because you're honest with yourself. And that creates like a flame of passion. Your honesty leads to your creative power. Also, you create from a very honest space. So it's always good. It's always good. Whatever you put out there is so good. Yeah. I always get from this card like solitary healing energy. So you're in a state of peace. You don't need this being or anyone that they're suggesting that you need, because they might be like, hey, I know some people that you can collaborate with. You don't need that. You're good just like this. Okay? High Priestess of Earth, regarding your stability, your financial prosperity, you are balanced and you know exactly what you need. This High Priestess energy sees through all the BS. So you know what brings you stability, and you know what's coming in to try to tear that up. And this person has no right to try to come back into your world, because all that you are experiencing now, the abundance, is recovery from what they tried to take away from you in the past. How dare they? You already made a sacrifice. You already suffered. You already lived and learned. Now you are living and loving. Okay? Loving what you do, loving who you are, all of that. The nerve. Oh, my goodness. Okay, they're saying to pull from the wealth code. A lot of abundance energy has been coming through. So I know that you have so many great things coming to you. Yeah, you're the queen. This is your moon energy, not some funky opportunity that is really just a hidden source of stress. Okay? The queen. You're intuitive. You nurture. Also, with this horse energy, you move forward with confidence, with exactly what's right for you, and you stay on your path. You know, like when you see a horse running, it's like they're just, they're not like all over the place, you know. Maybe a wild horse, but you're grown. You're mature. You've lived and you've learned. Now you are able to just love your path and move forward. I'm also getting that whatever your routine is, like, keep going. There's something so beautiful about the stability that you have achieved. And this person wants to come in and mess it all up, but they can't, because you're intuitive. You have that moon energy. The honorable warrior. Exactly. You are honorable. This says, I take a stand for positive change. And that's why any change that this person is trying to bring in, it's negative. So if there is something that you want to add to your routine, if there is something that you want to create in a slightly different way, because I'm getting that you're doing things really well, but evolution is always a beautiful thing. You're going to do what is right for you, not because somebody came with some manipulative energy wanting to control you and confine you to some toxic patterns that serve them. This person really, I'm getting the vibe of like an enslaver, a colonizer. They want to control. I'm seeing a whip. That's from my Afro Goddess Oracle deck, and the Lenormand deck has the whip in it. But that's what I'm seeing. Like, this person is an enslaver, like energetically. And in a past life, they may have actually been a colonizer or an enslaver, and they are still in that way. I don't care that it's 2026 when I'm recording this reading. They are still, they have the heart and the mind and the spirit of a colonizer, of a person who uses whips and chains to control people. That's this person. That's this person. And that's why they don't need to be in your energy. And you know what? That's why they're so miserable and broke right now, is because divine is bringing this person to a place where they are having to face not only the karma that they have built in this life and that they have created in this life, but that they have created and collected over lifetimes. That's why it's so painful for them, and they are working so hard to try to come back in your energy because they see you as the source. Isn't that something? They want to enslave you, but yet they know that you are aligned with freedom, and so they feel like you're their ticket to freedom, but yet they want to enslave you. See, that's that destiny swapping mess. It's like, you're free, and so they want to try to enslave you so that they can become free. It doesn't work like that. They don't get it. Didn't mean to yell. Sorry. This energy though. Ew. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. The Magician. You are a master manifester. So no matter what kind of spells and divination they're doing in the background trying to come back into your energy, you are a master manifester. And that's the key to where you are, is that you have made the right choices, you are on the right path, and you are connected to the divine. You listen to your divine ancestors and spirit allies, and you allow that energy to guide you in the right way so that you make the right choices, so that what you want is what you create. You're not out here creating just, you know, like a crazy person with no direction. You know, you have focus and you have drive. And when it's needed, you have self-control. You understand yourself, and you allow yourself to be divinely guided on the path that's right for you. And I say crazy because it is crazy to be out here hurting people and intentionally trying to control them and wanting to use them for their energy. That is absolutely crazy. That's nuts. But that's not you, and that's why you are experiencing prosperity, and other beings are trying to come and get a hold of it. But everything you've been through has taught you how to protect your energy. So I have full confidence that you are making the right choices, and you are divinely protected, and you will continue to protect your blessings. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm so grateful that you allow them to flow through me. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I really appreciate you and your time, your likes, your kind comments, your subscribes, your hypes, your donations, every bit of love that you send to In Her Dreams. I am so grateful for it. I love you, and I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.